I thank God for making me a testimony over here. Actually, I didn't plan to testify God's name today, but when Pastor said that when Holy Spirit says that you have to testify and praise God for the good things, Satan will say that this is not the time, no. So, So I thought, okay, this is the time. I have to testify God's name. As we have come to the last week of this year, I praise God for making me alive and stand here hale and healthy. When I look back, when the year started, everyone was thinking, okay, COVID is over, this year is going to be a blessed year, and everyone was hoping and praying, but then we all know that this year the COVID second wave had taken many lives, and during all these days God has protected me and my family and my church and everyone around me, so I thank God for that. And even many in my office were affected by COVID, and even one SSC has passed away because of COVID. Even when the whole India was in lockdown, we had office. I have to go every day to office, and I am not so careful with following the protocols of COVID. I'm not boasting about it, but then even when I was unfaithful, God was faithful to me. There were times when people near me got affected by COVID in my office. One of my colleagues, she got affected by COVID. The day she came to office, we were like hugging each other and taking pictures. The next day onwards, she didn't come. She had fever and she was tested positive for COVID. And I was very scared. Many a times fear gripped my heart. And the other time, because of fear, I wanted to take tests and confirm that I am not positive. So I went for the testing. So I didn't know the place, so the office peon, he helped me to go to the place for testing, and he said he's also going to test simply because he came along with me. We both tested, and actually he was holding my bag and my mask and everything, and when we got the result, it was negative for me and positive for him again. And I was like, oh my God, I was with him and he was the one who was holding the mask and everything, and I was so scared again. But then my family was a great support to me, my husband and my family, because I am a person who is not so strong mentally. So for each and everything, I will be like very low, and I will start fearing for everything. So I was very scared, like the fear gripped my heart, thinking, oh, what will happen to me? Then my auntie, she said, God is with you. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it is not going to come near you. You trust in the Lord. Then we prayed every day, day and night. We used to read Psalm 91, and we have already memorized it. And every day we used to say Psalm 91, and we used to pray. But then God protected me. Nothing happened, and till this day, all the people around me are safe and secure. So I praise God for that. In the month of April, end of April, many known people, like family, friends and neighbors, many were affected by COVID and they passed away. They are no more today. But then God was faithful. Even when the things were very severe, my college mates, my seniors, many died at the age of 30, 31, 32. It was really heartbreaking to see all those news. Every day when I open the WhatsApp, there will be one RIP, one death news. I used to share it with my husband, and he will be like, don't see that, don't get discouraged, God is with us, He will protect us. And when I look back today, I am hale and healthy today, and I am alive. It is all because of God's grace, it is because of His pure protection, not because of the mask or anything, not because of the protocols or anything, but because of my God. So I praise God for that. And in this year, many things have happened, ups and downs. I lost my grandmother, and The only regret for me is that I was not able to be with her during her last moment. But then God is faithful, and I know that she is resting in God's peace, and I will see her at the trumpet call. She is very close to me because she is my mom's mother and she took care of me. But God gave us peace and He consoled us, comforted us. And God gave her a very good life. She lived till 90 years. God gave her good years, added more years into her life, and she was able to see her children's children and great-grandchildren, and I thank God for her life. And from my childhood, I had one desire, that is that I want to praise God and do a musical ministry along with my husband and children. That is always there in my heart as a desire. And I used to pray, Lord, because God speaks to us through many ways, through His Word, through someone, through God's children. But for me, God speaks through music. Many times when I was sad, discouraged, and broken-hearted, God spoke to me through songs. And music is so close to my heart because it takes me closer to God. So I always wanted to do this musical ministry. And the first thing when I met my husband, I asked him, do you know to play any instruments? And he said, yeah, I have played guitar, but I'm eager to learn, like that he said. And it's been 2.5 years now, but then God put the thirst in his heart and eagerness and willingness to learn keyboard. And I didn't insist him and I didn't tell him anything, but God himself put the thirst in his heart, and he himself started learning keyboard with all his heart, and he was very sincere in learning that. And I thank God that God is using him through this musical ministry, and God helped us to sing for His glory, even in Gideon's ministry, and wherever we go, even in my church, in my hometown, wherever we go, we sing for God as a family. I consider that as a very great blessing because it is not a big desire to anyone, but God looks into our heart and He fulfills even the smallest desire of our heart. So I'm very thankful to God. Even I forgot. It was my prayer from my college days, but I forgot. But my God, He didn't forget even my smallest desires, and He fulfilled in His own perfect timing. So I praise God for that. And I pray that in days to come, God will use us more for His glory. And I thank God for all the good things that He has done to me and my family. And for the good health, for the protection, for the blessings, for the comfort when we were down, and for all His mercies. So I praise God for helping us to see this last Sunday of this year. All glory to God. Praise the Lord.